Good morning. We are going to aim to finish this today. I am also going to have to check on the audio because I feel like it's probably kind of loud, which is concerning. Specifically, the background music seems a little bit loud, so just give me a sec, and I will make sure that the audio is not actually horrible. Okay, now I actually have to talk to make sure that the audio is good. He says when the music is transitioning. There we go. It's playing New Donk City. I'm a little bit far away from the microphone right now. Yeah, that actually seems substantially way too loud. Let's see here. Find the magic buttons. Okay, we will see if that makes a difference. Now I have to wait for it to actually catch up with the sound check I am doing. It's like a 30-second delay of just sitting here, waiting. Okay, what about now? Sorry, this is something I did before the stream, and nothing took. That actually seems okay. Okay, we are going to go ahead and launch into it now. If I can remember how. There we go. It's been a little bit. As I tend to do, I did try to mark down the items I got. But I actually cheated this time. I used an autosave that the tracker made. Okay, sorry, I was taking my headphones off. So, I used an autosave on the tracker for reference sake, and it seems to be accurate. The problem is that I don't know for certain that it is. So we're gonna do a quick little comparison here. I know the sword is good. The sword is maxed out. The shield is not reflective yet. The Triforce shard count seems accurate, but I can't hover over things. It actually is almost the same shard layout. We got bait bag, we got delivery bag. Cabana deed, yes. I don't know about Maggie's letter. That one is a mystery to me. So we got the Pictobox, we don't have the iron boots. And I think we're good. I think it actually did save correctly. So that leaves me wondering what on earth to do. Because, for one, my memory is not good enough to remember what I did last time. I can see I don't need to do blue choo-choos. And I don't believe I need to do greens. I'm pretty sure I did greens a couple of streams ago. Gold feathers are done, joy pendants are done. The Earth Temple is not done because I don't have the mirror shield. The good news is this will probably be the last stream of this randomizer. The reason that's good news is because this has been going on for a while, and I don't remember what I'm doing. So I'm kind of glad to see this one go. I'm ready for it to end. I don't think I did the hole on the boating course, actually. So let's go try that one out. And hit the right button this time. You may notice, you probably don't, because I'm not good at using the space yet, but hopefully you do. You probably don't notice that the audio is a little bit different. And that's because I finally put up some... There's a proper term for it. I don't know what that proper term is, but essentially it's soundproof foam is how people, or what people call it. The idea is that it prevents sound from reflecting off your walls. My room is an echo chamber, and so I'm kind of glad to have something to hopefully reduce some of the echo. But like I said, I'm not very good. I'm not good at utilizing the setup correctly right now. These things are a pain in the neck to set up. So let me talk a little bit about the process. These are not super high-end, super impressive things. I don't know if higher-end ones are better, or if they're just a waste of money, but these panels came not very poofy, not very inflated. Oh, I can't aim to save my life. So you have to inflate them. You have to give them, they say, 24 to 48 hours to inflate, or you can get them wet and put them in the dryer for 20 minutes? Now the problem with that is when you put them in the dryer, keep in mind these are foam. So putting them in the dryer is already kind of like, what? That sounds kind of fire hazardy. And they do kind of smell. They kind of smell even, you know, not putting them in the dryer. And so you're gonna make the dryer stink. Cool, useless item. And so my approach was, okay, we'll just let them sit. That works fine, no problem. Except for 24 hours later, some of them were actually quite inflated. Some of them had done a good job. Some of them had not. Some of them were very flat, as if they were just brand new. So I made the decision to... Oh, I haven't done horseshoe yet, have I? I made the decision to get them wet and let them air dry. You know, don't put them in the dryer, just let them air dry. Do it overnight. So last night, got them wet, put them in the garage overnight to air dry because we didn't want to leave them outside. Because wet pieces of foam, when it's getting kind of warm out, you know, that is mosquito land right there. So we put them in the garage, and I checked today, this morning. And they were kind of there, they were kind of good, but they were largely not. They were still kind of wet in places. So I go, okay, let's put them in the dryer for a little bit. Just a teensy amount of time. And they start to smell, so I'm going, okay. I don't trust the dryer with that. So then I thought, let's try a hairdryer. The problem with hairdryers is that they don't like to go for very long. And so I kind of had to dry like 3 at a time, because I have 6 in total, so I had to dry about basically 3 at a time. Let the hairdryer stop, cool down for like 10 minutes, and then do another 3. The end result is better, but not by much. So I'm kind of rolling with how they are right now, which 6 of them are a little bit damp. 4 of them have been air drying from the start and are pretty good. And I actually have 2 that I don't have up right now because they're just flat. They've been air drying since I got them, and they just haven't done anything. They're still just flat. Well, one of them's flat. One of them is somewhat poofy, but I don't have a place for it yet. So, over the weekend I might do a little bit of refining to the setup, but I just wanted to put them up this morning, see how they are, because I'm probably not going to stream again until Tuesday. Man, lot of trader charts. Every stream of this has had a theme, like there's been one item that I get way too many of. And I think we know what this one is. I also said on Twitter that yesterday would be Family Computer Setup Day, which is not to be confused with the Famicom, the Japanese NES. It is a legitimate family computer. My family has had some, I would say, some tough times with computer stuff where we've been using a... Holy cow, I was right. That is the theme. That is the theme of this stream. That's amazing. So we've been having some trouble with computer stuff. And this goes back years. We used a, decent Windows desktop. Basic, does what you want. Until it didn't. Until it didn't do what we wanted. It was slow, it wasn't very responsive. It was just a horrible time. So we got Linux going on it, just because we needed something. And we tried reinstalling Windows, that didn't work. So we put Linux on it. Linux always ran fine on that computer. It never slowed down, it never gave us bad performance. The problem was that I don't know how to use Linux. I'm decent with computers. I know how to use computers. I know how to set things up for people. And the best quality of someone who is the family technician is I know how to Google problems. That doesn't work with Linux. Linux does not want you to Google problems. They want you to know the answer. They want you to know how to use terminal to figure things out for yourself. And the Linux community will be very snarky while trying their best to kind of help you. My problem is that I don't necessarily want to learn Linux. Linux is already something I know I cannot daily drive. I don't know enough about Linux to even start using it well. And I know enough about Linux to know that it does not work with how I use computers. But whatever. We cook with Linux for a while, and hate it every step of the way. And finally, a couple years ago, at about the start of the pandemic, the church that I did technical stuff for, they were offering us the iMac that they've been using. And, you know, we graciously accepted it because I don't care how you feel about Apple. A free iMac is pretty dang good value. Now that thing was kind of slow at certain things while we were using it at the church. When we got it home, it was very slow. It was very inconsistent, and I've always kind of blamed the computer. Like, everyone online always says, oh, Apple products are overrated, they're overpriced, whatever, whatever. That may be true, but I kept seeing these issues about the hard drive or the RAM not being correct, basically not being something that the Mac knows how to understand. And that's because at some point in its life, it had been replaced manually. Which is, you know, okay, fine, you can technically do that, at least with this generation of iMac. But I don't know if it was done correctly. I don't know if it was done with hardware that the Mac knows how to read. Sometimes it works fine, sometimes it doesn't. Moral of the story, we've been using that for about 2 years. It's been frustrating. And finally there was a good opportunity to... oh dear, I triggered a cutscene. Finally there was a good opportunity to upgrade. And so last night was basically computer upgrade day. Get it set up, get it in such a way that people can use it. And I think it's finally there. It is usable. And I say finally, it was honestly pretty easy, because it's another Mac. We didn't learn our lesson the first time, I know, but the thing is that we've had bad experiences with a family Windows computer, we've had bad experiences with a family Linux computer, and we've had bad experiences with a family Mac computer. Of all of those, I blame the Mac the least. Oh, did I not do... I did not do all the flowers. Where did I miss? Now, could Apple have made it easier to upgrade the hard drive or the RAM? Yes, absolutely. That's always going to be a complaint people have with Apple. But if you tinker with a computer, you are risking the computer not working correctly. Good computers, good, big, full-sized, non-all-in-one computers are safer to work with, and if you know what you're doing, you can get a lot done in terms of upgrading it down the line, all that kind of stuff. I don't know anything about upgrading the hardware of a Mac, or an iMac in particular. No comment on the prize for that, by the way. That was horrible, and I hate this game. Moral of the story, it's good, it works. It is an M1, it's an M1 Mac Mini is the model. And so far it's, like, I have a hard time saying, oh, it's a great computer. It's doing what I expected it to do. And compared to the previous computer, that's amazing. The fact that this one is, you know, it gives me a notification and I can interact with that notification. That's just amazing to me. I'm checking out Star Island right now. I'm not sure if I've done Star Island. It's been too long. This has been a very long randomizer. And I've tried various things to get the iMac to work right. It just doesn't. It just does not work. And I suspect that, you know, if we tried to like take it to an Apple store and say just fix it, just make it work right, it would probably be very expensive because the screen is also damaged. Okay, yep, I did this island already. So I imagine they would want to replace the screen, and they would have to replace the hard drive and the RAM, most likely. All of that comes down to, it's not worth it. Like, they would, you know, reasonably, they would charge us money to do all that. They'd have to put in new parts, all that kind of stuff. If they would even want to do it. I don't want to do it, so... You know, it's understandable. They don't really like to replace parts of a Mac. They would rather replace the computer altogether. At that point, just get a stinking Mac Mini. Dang it, I forgot to talk to him. Keep it, please. Okay. There's also the fact that, like, my family uses Apple products for various things. We are not Android people at this point. We used to be. We used to all use Android phones. They were always terrible. And that's not a dig at Android. That's a dig at... Oh, I think I just wasted money. That's a dig at paying $200 for an Android phone that you expect to last 2 years. From my experience, don't do that. You might get a winner for a little bit. You might be able to get 2 years out of a $200 Android phone. But at that price point, Android phones don't prioritize longevity. They prioritize it's better than nothing, basically. And the funny thing is, I always hear people complain about like AirDrop not working between various different Apple products. I've never had a problem with it. Like, it's a little iffy sometimes, but there's always a reason for it. Like, the device isn't awake, or Bluetooth is turned off. So I just kind of, you know, for me it works, and it's better than the alternative, which is not having it at all, so. It is what it is. But in general, my answer to what kind of phone or computer should you use, the answer is whatever works for you. If you want something highly customizable that will take some tweaking, get a Linux computer. If you want something reliable, get a good Windows computer. If you want something that does some things really well and a lot of things okay, get a Mac. Just, you know who you're buying from, basically. Okay, what do I even go for right now? Is it Ferry, Fire Mountain? I did Fire Mountain. I don't think I have any Ferry Islands left to do. The only thing I can think of is the trading sequence. yeah, I really don't think there's anything I can do other than that. So I'm going to pull up a chart, a guide. Now every time I pull up a guide, it's a completely different guide. I think I actually have to get rid of the flower that I have, because they tell me to end with an exotic flower, and I don't think this is one, but I'll make sure of that. Nope, sea flower. I actually don't think I'm going to be able to finish the quest with the amount of money I currently have. So I'll make a quick stop to Islet of Steel. Nope, go away. Don't want to talk to you. You're a creep. Actually, I feel like his name is Creeb. I know someone's name is Creeb. Over here. So I looked up Creeb on Google, and it suggested a dentist in Charlotte, North Carolina, I believe that is. Also, Creeb is a character in Wind Waker who is a completely different guy. It is not the Staircase Moon guy. And for the record, I do not live in North Carolina. I'm actually kind of weirded out that they would even suggest a dentist in North Carolina over the Wind Waker guy. Like earlier today, I had to look up the item tracker. So Google knows that I'm into Wind Waker. They also know that I live in Texas, so... That's something that's kind of funny. There was a time when I was into making custom maps for Team Fortress 2, which Team Fortress 2 is a Source Engine game, and Source Engine games use something called the Hammer editor in order to make custom maps for it. Now, this was also at a time when I was kind of into like trying out all of the options for technology stuff, so I was trying out Bing during that time. Horrible idea, don't bother, or at least, you know, back in 2018 or whenever I was doing this, Bing did not work well. It might be better now, I don't know, but when I was using Google, it worked fine. I could type, how do I do this in Hammer, and it would take me to the source developer page. If I typed, how do I do this in Hammer on Bing, it would take me to Home Depot, which is not, not a helpful answer. And that's one of the examples of, you know, people talk about, you know, you should use DuckDuckGo and use Firefox, don't use Chrome, don't use Google, don't use YouTube. Oh no, people watching the VOD on YouTube. And of course that would be kind of the, I'm trying to think of the right word here. The privacy-minded people who They value their privacy over everything else. If you're like that, then go for it. However, there is always a trade-off. And the question is always, is your privacy worth more than the convenience of having things do what you want them to do? I can't answer that. You know, if you value your privacy that much, you value your privacy that much, good for you. Assuming, you know, DuckDuckGo and Firefox and all that are actually above board and safe to use. But for most people, you know, they're not concerned with, does the FBI know my name? Or does Joe down the street know my name? They're concerned with, can I Google directions to Walmart and get directions to Walmart? Okay. So step 1 at this point is to go to Bomb Island, which I believe is here. Alright, let's see. Gonna do a little bit of math. Nope, I'm not gonna do a little bit of math. This chart doesn't say how expensive this quest is. It kind of tries. And it looks like it is actually not that bad. Hello, I'm assuming that's Dr. Europelove? I'm assuming that's what DR is in that? Or is this DR Europelove? Next up is Great Fish. Now, Great Fish might not work right now. The way this chart works is they want you to do things in a specific order because you can only do, I think it's 3 trades every few in-game days. Yeah, he's good right now. So that is the Fountain Idol, and the Fountain Idol goes to Mother and Child. I just remembered something else I can do if this turns out to be a terrible waste of time. And that is I can water the Koroks. The Koroks have their withered trees, and that will also give me an item. I think there's also a treasure chest on one of the islands for the Koroks. Oh yeah, I didn't realize that about the rupee counter. Oh, and it's gone. This has to go to Bomb Island. I honestly think it would be easier to find like 10 rupees than to reset. Okay, Bomb Island is here. And go north. Oh no, it's 40 rupees. Although if I got 10 rupees, that would also get me the funny number. Hero's Flag, and then Great Fish. Oh wow, he's still letting me trade. Next up is Mother Child. Whoops. Played that wrong apparently. Yeah, as a kid, I don't even know if I did the trading quest, because it really is not worth it. I think I did it once just to do it, and then I never wanted to do it again. Once you see the magic armor, it's like, okay, I don't need this. I don't care to have it. Actually, the magic armor is the short part. This part, this long part, gets you the piece of heart, which is even more worthless if you're not going for 100%. But I never cared about either part. I think as a kid I was just curious what the empty spot in the inventory was. Okay, the good news is, this is the last one. Just go to Great Fish and get probably nothing of value. Yeah, it's not as bad as the, I can't remember what it's actually called. I think it's called the Savage Labyrinth. Good news is, I used to do randomizers with that being randomized, but it just takes too long. It's so tedious. Holy cow, I got another treasure chart. What a waste of time! I'm also glad that randomizers let you turn off the Savage Labyrinth, because it's just not worth it. It's so tedious. And you need to have a good amount of hearts on you already, or, you know, at least bring, like, soup and fairies. Ooh. I have random items in some treasures. I have them off in others. Underwater treasure I have turned off. Other things I have turned off. It's specifically Savage Labyrinth on Outset. You can just turn that one off on its own, and that doesn't impact other items. I just have some of the more tedious ones turned off. Because if I had to do all of the platforms that are scattered out in the ocean, that would take forever, and it's not it's not fun. Although I also feel like randomizers are getting a little bit stale, so I might turn on some of the more weird ones. I also don't have Key Sanity turned on. That's one I've been wanting to do, but I know that would make these take a really long time, which is kind of, you know, it's fun in its own right. Yeah, I've thought about doing 100% rando, but it would be so long, and I don't think I would finish it, to be honest. I've thought about that where, like, if you're racing someone else, you know, if you have, like, an hour and you just want to do a... If you just want to do a 1 hour race and see who has the most of each item, you could go for 100% random, and it would be, you know, kind of fun. But if you actually want to finish the game with everything randomized, that would take a stupid amount of time. Yeah, I think I've been at this randomizer for... Cool, good item. I don't know, I feel like this one has been probably about 8 hours. I am nowhere close to a pro at the randomizer. I am gonna finish the Water the Trees quest before I use the iron boots on anything, just because it's a tedious thing that I've started. And I'd like to get it finished. Man, the chart that I'm following here seems a little bit all over the place. Where is the tree here? There he is. I could take care of this island now that I have iron boots. The question is if I can do it quickly. And I think I'll try it. There for no reason. No good reason, anyway. Oh, is this a stupid one? I might not have time for this one. Okay, it's just an enemy gauntlet. These rooms are actually kind of fun if you can get light arrows by them, by the time you have to do these rooms. But generally speaking, light arrows come very late. Maybe do infantry. Oh, cool. Thanks, Wizrobe. Really helping me out there. Man, whole lot of strong enemies left. And then there are the mini blends, which only exist to annoy me. Nice sword, little man. That was terrible positioning on my part. And now to claim my treasure chart. Just about as useless. So how much time do I have on the water? 12:45. I need to get going on that. That's plenty of time thanks to the swift sale being in the randomizer. And I did water the tree, right? I think so. I'm gonna cook with yes, and if I'm wrong, then I'll just forget this quest. And I'll go have fun with iron boots instead. When I'm done with the watering quest, I think what I'm going to do is the Wind Temple. Dungeons tend to give me a lot of good items, and everything else is terrible. Oh wait, actually, I need to go to Needle Rock. I think I can do the Wind Temple with what I have. There are two things that keep me from doing the Earth Temple, and that's that I don't have the Earth God's Lyric, and I don't have the Mirror Shield. But I don't need those for the Wind Temple. I'm actually having a hard time remembering what else I can use the iron boots on, other than the Wind Temple. It really seems like it's basically Shark and the Wind Temple. Which, you know, does matter. Oh, the Ice Ring. I can finish Ice Ring Isle now as well. Private Oasis, which is south of Tower of the Gods. I'm willing to bet this quest will not get me anything good, because that's just how the randomizers work. If you get one good item, you kind of have to use that to get the next item. And I got iron boots. And to be fair, I should have gotten iron boots a long time ago. I just completely forgot about whatever the name of the island is that I got the iron boots, Cliff Plateau. I forgot that I could finish that, and I just never did. Okay, next is Eastern Ferry, which is north. Yep, it is north of Tower of the Gods. The best item I could get from the water quest is probably the last pearl, because that would give me another dungeon to do. And I think it's another dungeon I can complete. Whenever I do a randomizer, I always like to get the trading sequence and the water quest done. I have no idea what the water quest is actually called, I just like to call it the water quest. Mother child. How much time do I still have on the water? Ooh, 8:40. Good grief, that I jumped from the boat there. Didn't get me very far, but I tried. My boat tried to drown me. Which is fair, I did just slice him in half. Oh, Star is north of Mother Child. I wouldn't hit the boat if hitting the boat wasn't the fastest way to get into the boat. The problem is hitting the boat is just efficient. Also, it's fun. Okay, the last tree. No, what did I miss? Oh dear. I missed one. I think I did shark. Now I can't find the boat. Maybe he left me because I hit him. There we go. Did Eastern Ferry, did Mother Child. I did Private Oasis. Did I miss Needle Rock? I don't think I missed Needle Rock. I'll double check on Shark. Did I forget to do Cliff Plateau? Because I might have gotten the item from Cliff Plateau's treasure chest and forgotten to water the plant. That's not good. I went through the entire chart here and I don't know where the last tree is. How much time do I have? It's almost 6 minutes, which should be enough time. That looks like a watered tree. Okay, Cliff Plateau then. When you're building with Lego and you still have one piece left. Yep. Oh, yep, I can see it. It's still wilted up there. Thank goodness. Unfortunately, it's the most annoying one to get to. And with 4 minutes to spare, that is the closest I think I've ever cut it on a randomizer. Because the Swift Sail makes it so much easier. And for the final tree for real this time... Piece of heart. Nope, not piece of heart. Treasure chart. Holy cow, that is the theme. That is actually the theme of this stream. Okay, Wind Temple time. Let's see. Each stream that I've done of this has had a theme. Not one that I've decided. Trying to find... where I put the streams when we're done with it. The first one was Orange Rupees. The first stream of this I did was Orange Rupees. The second one actually didn't have a theme, really. But I got a bunch of items before it. And then the last one I did was Pieces of Heart. Because I think I went into that one with 4 full hearts. And the, yeah, I ended it with pretty much the same amount of hearts I have now, which is absurd for one stream. I mean, it's funny. I don't mind it. Because it's just fun to laugh at. But it is absolutely ridiculous. And there's no reason for it. It's not like the game knows that it needs to split these up. Tree guy can go down there. I actually don't need to join him yet. Yeah, I go in phases with Wind Waker. Oh, I go in phases with Wind Temple too. I go in phases with everything in this game. I actually don't mind Wind Temple too much in randomizers. Because you kind of have to go into them. Oh, whoops. You have to go into the dungeons with the key item. And that kind of makes navigating this not too bad. Yeah, the game is hateful and loving at the same time. That's a good way of putting it, really. It has some of the most fun aspects of a Zelda game, and some of the most mind-numbingly tedious and just nonsense portions of any Zelda game. I've always wondered if they took the ocean out of Wind Waker and just had you run around and they shrunk down the world so it's not a whole bunch of just waiting. I've always wondered if that would be fun. I think this is the Tingle Chest here. Yeah, it does sound like Twilight Princess now that you mention it. Which, you know, is kind of tedious at parts too, so... Evidently, yeah, it would be kind of tedious. Ooh, more arrows. not incredibly useful, but that's not the right one. That's the right one. I think I got the wrong bombs. Yeah, whatever. We'll go with that. If the item tracker is wrong, oh well. I have bombs, that's all that matters. I honestly never had that much of a problem with Twilight Princess's overworld. Like, on Epona, it's not too bad. It's just when you don't have Epona, it's a lot of holding up on the analog stick. Yeah, Twilight Princess is probably the Zelda game that I've started the most, that I've finished the least. Because when I get in a Twilight Princess mood, I'm not in the mood to herd goats twice and not play a Zelda game for like 30 minutes. Oh no, not the water. Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword to me are pretty up there in terms of being slow and kind of tedious to start. You never finished the game, you just ended in front of the castle. That is honestly where I keep ending as well. Which is weird, because, you know, by then you're most of the way there. It just feels like a really good stopping point, and then you just don't pick it back up. Holy cow, they got faces. I've never seen the face. That's so cute and kind of weird. See, I don't mind the flying in Skyward Sword too much. I don't like it. It gets kind of old after like 10 minutes, but my problem with Skyward Sword is that the flying is tedious, and the rest of the game is also pretty dang tedious. I haven't played Skyward Sword HD, and I've heard that that is a lot better in regards to a lot of things. I've never had that much of a problem with the motion controls in Skyward Sword. I've just been like, I don't feel like the highs of Skyward Sword make up for the lows. Where do I go from here? No, not there. Oh well. Oh, I could have actually done something kind of smart. Instead, I did something very on brand. Yeah, I never did a whole lot of the side quests of Skyward Sword. The reason for that was on my first playthrough, I basically set all of the side quests aside and decided I'm going to play through the game, I'm going to play through the main story. Once I'm done with the main story, I'm going to go back and do the side quests. And after I beat the main story, and at the time I was like, yeah, Skyward Sword's great, I love Skyward Sword. Because I had just beaten it, you know, it makes sense that it's fresh on your mind, it's something that, you know, you're not thinking critically of it, unless you go into it thinking critically. But then the game asks, do you want to basically start over and do New Game Plus? It didn't phrase it that way, but that's basically what it was asking. Now, in Wind Waker, they ask a very similar question, but they let you choose a save file to overwrite. So you can just do a different save for your New Game Plus file, and you know, you don't have to overwrite your actual save file you just completed. I don't know if Skyward Sword asks, or if I was just stupid enough to not choose a different save file, but I overwrote the save file I had just completed. And I started playing the game again that same night, but I was just not happy. I did not care to continue playing it, and I never really did. I never really played it again. I did force myself to go through a second time years later, and the funny thing is, I actually found the motion controls more annoying the second time than the first. But I did not care for the game. And I'm sure part of my thoughts on the game came from that, where I had to restart my save in order to do the side quests. But I don't know, just didn't sit well with me. And the game still does not really sit well with me. It is a very tragic story. Oh, that's annoying. The game crashes for you on the credits. I've had that happen in a few disc-based games where, like, there's a specific, like, problem with the disc where some part of it's just corrupted. It's like there's a badly placed scratch. Yeah, honestly, Skyward Sword is probably my most forgotten Zelda game. Aside from Four Swords Adventures. Four Swords Adventures is my most forgotten. Oh man, you're not dead yet? Oh, I left little tree man over here. I think? Uh-oh. Did I bring him in the room with me? Did he get arrested? Yeah, I feel mixed when it comes to Phantom Hourglass. I always feel like I like how it uses the touchscreen for like drawing on the map and stuff, but I also feel like that makes it kind of easy in a lot of ways. Because they don't give you hints. They just tell you the answer, and they tell you to draw the answer on the map screen. And that's cool. But then the rest of the game also makes my hand cramp. There is a mod for Phantom Hourglass that lets you play it with the D-pad, and I've tried that, but it's a bit hacky. Like it doesn't make the game control with the D-pad. It makes it so the D-pad taps on the screen for you, and it's cool, but it's not like it's, you know, doing something special to the game. Actually, let's just keep going with that. I'll bring Tree Guy to the end at the end. In Spirit Tracks, I think I've beaten Spirit Tracks once. And when I did my first playthrough of it, it was like the water temple of the game. I don't know if you were supposed to do the most tedious garbage imaginable, but I chose to do a puzzle in the most tedious, garbagey kind of way. And that made me stop playing for like a month, because I just didn't want to do the puzzle. And I can't even remember it. I can't remember, like, the details of what the puzzle was like. It was like you have to bring a set-piece sword from something to something else, and it's so tedious. Which in a lot of ways is just kind of the DS Zelda games in general. I like the ideas in those games, yeah, I honestly don't know if there is a genuinely fun water temple in a Zelda game. Like, not necessarily they're all bad. Yeah, exactly. Nice idea. Now make it fun. You can't just be unique with a video game. Which I don't blame developers for making, I guess, bad dungeons, because I cannot imagine trying to fill a game with puzzles that give the player all they need to solve the puzzle. You know, give players what they need to solve the puzzle, but don't make it too easy. Majora's Mask Water Temple is okay. Yeah, it's good. I'll say it's good. It's kind of, I don't know, it's the kind of dungeon where if you get lost, you will have a very hard time with it, but if you don't get lost, you'll be okay. But it is very easy to get lost. See, now I'm wondering what Kirby game it was. Majora's Mask is like one of two of my favorite games of all time. If it's Kirby 64, then I would say that's a pretty good trade. Anything else, I'm not sure. Kirby's always a series that I feel like I need to play more. The first Kirby game I played was 64. And that was kind of it for a long time. My sister and I actually just beat Kirby's Dream Land 3. Because we found out that it's pretty similar to Kirby 64. As a kid, we played Kirby 64 and Kirby Air Ride. Those were the Kirby games we played. I would say I've played probably half the Kirby games. Could be Triple Deluxe. Okay. Yeah, I don't have any kind of opinion on that. I've heard Triple Deluxe is good. I've also heard Robobot, Planet Robobot is good. I mean, really, it seems like anything pre-Star Allies is good, and then Star Allies is kind of whatever. Like, it's not a bad game, but a lot of people thought Triple Deluxe. A lot of people felt like Triple Deluxe was kind of starting something interesting, and Planet Robobot continued that, being something interesting. And then Star Allies came and was very basic. Yeah, Mario Sunshine is great. People have problems with it, and I can understand those problems. But to me, the movement in Mario Sunshine is just completely unmatched. And the level designs are nice. Sunshine's just fun. Like, it's not the best game in terms of polish. It's not the most out there game. It doesn't try a whole lot of new stuff. But it iterates on Mario 64 in a lot of really good ways. I guess it does do a fair bit of new stuff. In general, I just think the GameCube has, like, my favorite Nintendo library. if you cannot find a good game on the GameCube, you have not looked hard enough to find a good game on the GameCube. Where is the next platform? Oh, it's over there. You know what? I think I need to bring Tree Guy down here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, back to what you were saying about hating the Wind Temple. I agree. It's very confusing. I can never remember what I have to do to make the dungeon move. Oh, that one's gone. What is... Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm doing things very much out of order. I'm like, what's over to the north of this room? I've already been there. I don't need to go back. So let's go south then. Oh, good. Oh no. I don't want to sit here. Let's see, can I do soup dupe? Thank goodness. Oh. Nope. Dang. So far, I'm getting a whole lot of disappointment from this place. Let's see, I need to go down a floor and go west. It's always really helpful to get the compass early in this dungeon, because it's easy to forget where you've been. Go south? Nope. Yeah, I'm definitely working backwards right now. Oh, did I forget? I forgot to get this? Oh dear. Cool, not worth it. Next is center room and take east. Yeah, it's funny. Usually when I remember about an item and I go back to get it, it's kind of a waste of time. It doesn't really get me anywhere. But I just have to know. Please don't kick me off. I don't want to get kicked off. Okay. Tree guy is in this room. The reason I call him Tree Guy is because I always grew up calling him Maker, and then I heard other people call him Makar. And like, yeah, Makar sounds better, but I just like to call him Maker. So I call him Tree Guy instead, because that's just wrong for everybody. Yeah, I'm still missing one pearl. I'm still missing a bow upgrade to get light arrows. And a few Triforce shards. So yeah, this is not going super well. At this point, I kind of hope Tower of the Gods pulls through, but I need to get into Tower of the Gods still. I still have Earth Temple to do, but I don't have the means to finish Earth Temple yet. Okay. That's the bony men down. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I've always hated the Earth Temple in Wind Waker. Because of exactly what you said. It's like, you know, Tree Guy, he's not that directly related to anyone. No one really cares. Everyone kind of goes off and does their own thing anyway. But you just kidnap Medley, and Kamali has no idea. He's just like, oh yeah, I'll just wait. I'll just wait for her to come back. And you can't tell him. You can't tell him, ah, here's what's up. He spends the entire game just sitting there with this sad little flower. This was another item I never knew existed in Wind Waker. I never knew that you had to kill all the enemies to have a treasure chest revealed to you. Oh, great aim there. Hello, large truck, right outside my window. What a wonderful time for that to happen. Okay, is that it? Yeah, and then you talk to him, and he's like, I got her this flower, it's really nice. And then later it wilts. And he's like, oh, the flower's dead. It's like, can I just like bring him to the Earth Temple so they can just hang out? Oh, I left Tree Guy back there, didn't I? See, that's what they needed to do in New Game Plus. They needed to have it so that you can reunite them. There we go. That's pretty good. Ideally, those two would just push each other off. More often than not, though. Just one. Okay, there is a little bit of a strat to do this fast. There's a little bit of a technique you can do, which I wish I knew earlier. Because this was the room I always hated in Wind Temple. And I finally realized you only need to block the first two traps. Oh, my tree! There you go. It's so much faster. Because they want you to push 3 blocks so you can block the 2 traps and then put 1 block in the gap in the center there. And then block the last trap. But if you just side hop, you're good. Now, if the boss doesn't give me anything useful, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think you can skip the song part, but I can't remember how. My approach to glitches in Wind Waker has always been more within the realm of what's possible, and I don't want to learn more than that. There's a little gap behind it. Interesting. I'll have to try to remember that. should take some time to actually collect some of these rupees. I don't think I need any more rupees for the randomizer. I think I've bought everything I need. I could make absolutely sure at the auction, but I will see. I hate this boss, by the way. Although usually I hate it because I don't have the Master Sword. Because you need the Master Sword in order to one-shot the guy's little minions. I believe I did do the expensive beetle, yeah. I know one of them was the Picto Box, and I can't remember what the other one was. Oh, you can't even one-shot these guys. Or maybe you can with soup. Yeah, I just don't like this dungeon. I really don't like this dungeon. There goes the large truck outside my window. There we go. Okay, is it gonna be treasure chart or garbage? Wait, no. Treasure chart is garbage. Treasure chart would be funny garbage. That's just sad garbage. This entire dungeon gave me nothing of value. It's not a lot of joy. Ugh, that's so horrible. I don't even think beating this dungeon gives me mail. Earth Temple might, but I don't think it does. Oh, I can still, okay, I can still do Ice Ring. That is still something I can do. I have a single item at Ice Ring. Yeah, the only thing that I accomplished is just locking the tree guy away. Oh, now we randomly have Wind Waker music going. And that's just gonna mess with my head. There is a hidden function in the randomizer to randomize music. And I did one stream a while ago with that turned on, and it was kind of buggy. It didn't work super well, but I think it's gotten better. The problem is I did it recently in a race I was doing with my sister, and it was great until the sound for opening a treasure chest took like 2 minutes to finish, and it wouldn't let me close the dialogue. Should do random dungeons. The thing about random dungeons is that I just don't know. I just don't know how to even begin to comprehend that. But yeah, I should. It would be interesting. I don't play a lot of randomizers outside of just Wind Waker. It's like I know Pokemon randomizers are a big thing, and I've never been able to commit to them. But I always kind of like I don't know, just the normalcy of regular Wind Waker, but the items are in random places. But it would be interesting to actually alter, like, the overworld. Alter the navigation. Man, I need to drink some soup. Nope, didn't work. Dagnap. Did not mean to burn him. There we go. Yeah, I've tried an Ocarina of Time randomizer once, and the reason why I think I find Wind Waker randomizers fun is I played a lot of Wind Waker growing up, and I've seen like speedruns of it. Like, I know Wind Waker. And I found out very quickly I don't know Ocarina of Time. Holy cow, that is terrible. I've also tried a Majora's Mask randomizer, because I know Majora's Mask. It's one of my favorite games. And once you throw time travel into the mix, to me it's impossible to do a Majora's Mask randomizer. Yeah, that's true. Most of the stuff is in dungeons. Yeah, I just have a hard time with doing them because I don't know where everything else is. Like, I can do the dungeons okay, but as soon as you say, oh, it's this random little side quest where you have to talk to this dude, but only at night, I just don't know what to do with that. Am I missing something here? Because I feel like I'm missing something really obvious. Yeah, Dampe is something that I still don't understand how Dampe works. I can't remember if I fed the pig. I'm gonna go feed the large pig on Outset. I really feel like I'm out of things to do. Which is kind of fun, but it's also kind of irritating, because I've been working on this randomizer for like 2 weeks. So, a big part of my problem is just not remembering what I've already done. Yep, that's the thing about Dampe. It's always just the worst possible luck. And it's kind of fun, in a way. It's kind of like getting nothing but 15 treasure charts in one stream. And I know there's been some discussion in the Ocarina of Time community about like modifying Dampe to make it instant, just make it so the first try is correct. And a lot of people are very opposed to it. And I can see both sides. I can see why you would want to, keep it authentic, because that's authentic. At the same time, it is really disheartening to see a run just die because something you had no control over. I know there is a world record for how many Dampe tries a speedrunner has taken. I can't remember what that is. I know it's something just absurd. Alright, pig. Waste my time. Yeah, I think it was over 100. And that pig is a waste of time. I thought it probably would be, since I already had a stack of bait with 2. So I'm like, dang it. I've already done this. One thing I do appreciate, though, about Ocarina of Time runners is they always go for it. They always go for completing the Dampe heart piece. Even if it's, absolutely impossible. Yeah, 103 sounds right to me. I'm gonna go ahead and check Expensive Beetle, just to make sure. That's probably been the mirror shield this entire time. Yeah, I always find Ocarina of Time speedruns fascinating to watch. Just because, of course, speedrunners who have been playing it for hundreds of hours, they're used to all the glitches. And so they just go, yeah, of course, you do these various different things, and you're good. That's how you get this random thing from this place. And I'm watching this, and I don't understand what on earth is going on. What is that? Is that just an arrow? Yeah, it's just arrows. Weird. Yeah, so I've cleared Expensive Beetle already. Dang. I actually found that kind of funny where I watched Wind Waker speedruns pretty much up until about 2013, whenever Wind Waker HD came out. Because everyone moved on to Wind Waker HD, and I didn't really find those speedruns very interesting. And now when you go back to watch modern Wind Waker speedruns, it's such a different game. Yeah, what I always find funny is when I'm playing a game and I find a glitch, And I'm like, oh, maybe this glitch will be useful to speedrunners and I should look up and see if people are already doing it. And the answer is no, they're not doing that glitch because they're just skipping the part where the glitch happens anyway. So it's like, I'm just not contributing anything of value. Not that the glitches I find are ever, like, interesting anyway. They're funny, but they're not valuable. Well, dang. Whoop, now I do not want to quit. We found something, boys! Progress! Yeah, bombs in Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask as well. Bombs are super useful items to get in speedruns. I'm gonna have to check over the VODs to see if I knew there was a pearl here. I'm gonna be very sad if it turns out, oh yeah, I knew this was here, I just didn't remember. I'm a little bit scared of Tower of the Gods because I've done the I've done Dragon Roost, I've done the Forest Temple, I've done most of the Earth Temple, and I've done the Wind Temple. All of those dungeons, usually those are the jackpots. Usually dungeons are super helpful to get, and they have been so bad. They have been so bad this randomizer. But I just have to think, like, this has to be useful. Tower of the Gods has to be the next place. I can't think of anything else to do. No, I think the seed just doesn't like me. Yeah, let's go with new rupees. I actually made this seed. I can't remember what it was, but I wrote it out. I typed it myself because I just thought, hey, it'll be more interesting. It really isn't. It makes no difference. And it turns out I should never ever write my own seed. I always find it weird how when you warp to the Tower of the Gods and Great Fish, the game kind of spits you in a random direction. Like, it's usually not facing the island. Actually, I can cheat down here, because I have fire arrows. Oh, sweet. Immediately something useful. Now I just need this dungeon to give me one arrow upgrade, one bow upgrade. What I got was the mirror shield there. So now I can do Angular Island, and I can make some progress in Earth Temple. Although I'm not sure if Earth Temple needs the mirror shield next, or if it needs the Earth God's lyric. Either way, I can do Angular now. So I need the... I think it's 3 or 4 Triforce shards now. And a bow upgrade, and I think that's all I need to beat the game at this point. You actually don't need the mirror shield to beat the game, which is weird. Neat. Wait, do I have... No, okay. I have 5 out of 8 Triforce shards. Huh, I didn't know that the Earth God lyrics could be skipped. That being said, when you say crazy out of bounds things, that immediately tells me, nope, not me. I could not do that. I know that there's an out of bounds trick for this room as well, and I used to be pretty good at it, and then somewhere down the line I got really bad. And, you know, with randomizers, you're not really looking to skip treasure chests. Come on, water, wait for me, please. I always like to get the fire arrows before this dungeon. They just let you skip so much. Ooh, Maggie's letter. Have to remember that for later. Yeah, everything really has been leading up to this, hasn't it? Just getting the Tower of the Gods and everything's great. Oh. I just realized I didn't do this part? Huh. Oh, I don't have a key. Okay, now I'm confused. Because I'm pretty sure I need a key in order to get into that door. Yeah. Okay, I guess I'm gonna try the, I'm gonna try the glitch to skip it? That or I just missed something, but the compass isn't showing anything. It's entirely possible that nothing else in the dungeon needs, or is needed, put it that way. But I've never seen that before where it just... Oops. Whoops. That didn't go well. I've never seen that before where it just completely blocks off the rest of a dungeon. Unless I'm wrong. But the compass isn't showing anything. Oh, I have a key. Okay, I'm pretty sure it wasn't showing that key before. Maybe I'm wrong, or maybe I'm blind. I mean, it's definitely one of the two, but I glanced down there and I didn't see the key. Oh, and now I know why. When you're in the boat, it doesn't show you your key count. Why does it not show you your key count when you're in the boat? That's very weird. Oh, not Ferry. It's just Wind Waker being Wind Waker. I've never noticed that being a thing before, and it has to be like that in vanilla too. I guess it's that the boat's HUD probably takes over, and they didn't give the boat's HUD the key count? That's so weird. Also, I totally could have smuggled the key into later in the dungeon, which would be somewhat amusing. Come on, door. I should be saying come on, water. Exactly. What did I miss? Yeah, I was... Nice. I was legitimately thinking, like, okay, well, I guess the randomizer is just not needing me to be here anymore. I got what I needed. I can just leave. And maybe that's true. It hasn't been proven wrong yet. But I was really confused by that. Holy cow, I cannot aim. There we go. Cool, nothing. Boss key, not bad. I don't mind getting boss keys. I don't mind getting regular keys. It's all necessary in the end. I just don't want to see any more joy pendants. Yeah, I got the Joy Pendant reward a couple of streams ago. I went out of my way to grind for all of those before I had the grappling hook. I did that off stream, because I didn't want to subject the stream to that. And the rewards were not helpful. I can't remember what they were, but they were not helpful. I think I've done all of the spoils bag stuff now. I'm almost done with the delivery bag too. Oh, hello. Oh, come on. Oh, right. It's the statues. After you shoot the eyeball, the statues come to life. Yeah, at this rate, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna be able to beat Earth Temple. If they don't give me the Earth Gods lyric, I'm just gonna assume that I can't beat it. even though technically I apparently can. Although the way the rest of the dungeons have been this randomizer, I sure don't think the Earth Temple will be helpful. Actually, let's just use the grappling hook. I was gonna go for the Deku Leaf, but grappling hook is actually faster. Nope. Yeah, it would be nice if the game didn't just toss them in a hole and leave them there for the rest of the game. Because they're fun and interesting characters. I want to see more of them, dagnabbit. You do see them at the end, the very, very end. Which is at least nice that they don't literally leave them in the hole and just go, huh, we forgot someone at the bottom of the pit. Oh, there is another one. For some reason I thought that was the last room until I go to the second story. Okay, am I gonna get this first try, or is it gonna take 20? Oh dear, it's gonna be a 20. Oh, for Pete's sake. That. Yeah, you know what? I don't even feel bad for blowing you up. Technically, you did it to yourself. That was okay. I think it helps that... Oh, right. I have to actually make these guys wake up. I think it helps that Medley is, like, fun. I think the Earth Temple complements her abilities, whereas the Wind Temple is just confusing and tedious. Uh-oh. Earth Temple is beatable. I'll do everything that's required before finishing the Earth Temple, because that way if I don't have to finish the Earth Temple, I'll just leave, and then Medley can be free. Oh, let's mark that off. There we go. Just remembered there's a way to kind of cheat this. I don't think you can do it from that far away though. Come on, statue! Oh no. Oops! Didn't do that one right. Oh well. Yeah, I never remember what music I have in the playlist to go. Oh wait, I don't need to step on that. That's just to get me out of there. I really need to get more interesting music in there. So I think after this dungeon, I'm going to probably do Angular, because that one's quick. It's quick, it doesn't take long, and it's short. Treasure chart, of course. Even the most helpful dungeon in the game has to still waste my time once. Actually, it's been more than once. Oops, bad timing on that. Not great timing on that one either. Oh well. Yeah, at least some of the dungeon was very helpful. I have no idea what I would do if it wasn't. Although, to be fair to the game, again, I could have done the auction at any point. I mean, not any point. I checked the auction earlier in the game, and I don't understand what the trigger is, but if you try to do the auction early in a randomizer, it doesn't show you, I guess it's the 5 rupee item, and something triggers the auction having the 5 rupee item. But I've been able to do it for a while, so that is definitely something I should have tried long before I did. Nope. If you run under him, it stops his attack. Like that. Just so happens, I'm not good at doing that. Alright, headcanon. What you gonna give me? Garbage? Probably gonna be another joy pendant. What is that? Silver rupee? Yeah, okay. At this point, I'm pretty sure I am done needing any rupees. But I'll still take it. No reason not to. Oh yeah. I always forget there's mail for that. Whoa, hello. The reason I used the Wind Waker after sailing... Cool, thanks. The reason I use the Wind Waker after sailing is because it breaks immediately. Whereas if you just pull down the sail, it doesn't stop immediately. There we go. Neat! Yeah, it's true. I'm not in need of farming for rupees. Yeah, he did send me cheese, but I'm cool with that. In this case, I will take some cheese. Angular, that's right. That one. I need this song to be a smidge more quiet. You know, when you think about it, the shipping on Triforce shards must be insanely expensive. I choose not to question why people have these, because think of Mario Sunshine. And in Mario Sunshine, most of these like stolen sacred shine sprites, most of them are in possession of residents on Delfino Island. And that makes no sense. Like, why is it Mario's fault that they are there? Why is it even Shadow Mario's fault? I just think the island is full of criminals and they just want to blame somebody else. I could very easily picture just some guy having a piece of the Triforce and going, "Ah, it's just some pretty gold." Nice. Garbage. But funny garbage. Okay, so next up is dealing with Maggie's letter, which I believe is just giving it to the post box and walking into Rich Guy House. Yeah, that is true. Most links just, they just wake up and they have the Triforce on them. Wind Waker Link, he has to earn his Triforce Dagnabbit. Yeah, Wind Waker Link really is the most relatable Link. Wakes up on his birthday, gets dragged into all kinds of chaos. If that isn't hashtag relatable, I don't know what is. And what do you give me? Garbage! It's always garbage! Now at this point, all I can think to do is the Earth Temple. Yeah, I'll bet that someone out there, when they played Wind Waker, once they rescued Errol, they probably went back to Outset Island and just went back to the outpost and just laid down there. The mission is done. I don't care about anything else. Yeah, that's true. Gotta bring a fairy for Grandma. And just go back home. You may leave Zelda in a cave somewhere, but on the bright side, you don't put Medley and Tree Guy in a cave. So I would call that a net positive. Ganon's house is already burned down. What more do you need? Oh, cool. I don't have the compass yet. Did I do this? I know I did part of this room already. I don't know if I should go on in there. I'm gonna go with no. Also, I accidentally hit Maggie on the head. Yeah, I'd really like to get the compass. If I could get the compass soon, that would be really nice to have. Yeah, you have the get to carry around because you enjoy their company, and you have the have to carry around because you are legally obligated. That's true. Rudo did marry. Us? Me? Yeah, maybe that's the real reason why Link went back in time at the end. He just wanted to undo that. Ooh. One more piece of cheese to go. Yeah, it would kind of stink though to go back in time to like no one remembers you. So you just walk into the ranch and you're like, "Hey, Melon." She's like, "Who are you?" Like, "No one." I mean, hi, person I've never met before. Oh, right. I already broke that one. Or Link's just not allowed to leave the forest. Except he is, because he goes to see Zelda at the end, and whatever happens there happens. Yeah, he just instantly went, said nope. Have to go look for the Ferry and completely negate going back in time in the first place. Not even find Navi. Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense. I always just thought that Ganon was just dead. They killed Ganon in the future. They go back in time. Ganon's still dead. I've also never given Ocarina of Time that much thought. Or at least the ending to it. My experience with Navi is kind of my experience with Fi or Fi, however you pronounce the person in Skyward Sword. Where my first time playing the game, I kind of liked them. I kind of liked their company. And every time after, just not really caring for what they have to say. I just put Medley in the worst spot. I can't pick her back up. And that is not helping me. Oh, come on. I don't want to play the song. Not for this! Just blow her up. Hey, we did it! Now what they should have done, and maybe they did, I don't know, but they should have made it so that in Ocarina of Time 3D, Navi warns you when your 3DS battery is low. Doesn't Navi tell you about how you should take like a break every 15 minutes in Ocarina of Time 3D? Which arguably makes her worse than in Ocarina of Time non-3D? Regular Ocarina of Time? Yeah, that's one reason why I always kind of liked Wind Waker's partner system. Because you could say, like, oh, well, the boat is Navi in Wind Waker. It's the equivalent. But you can just get off the boat in Wind Waker. There's also more character behind the characters in Wind Waker. Like, I didn't mind Tattle in Majora's Mask. And Tattle is basically just Navi, but less annoying. And she also has a personality. Medley, what are you doing? Where are you aiming? Okay, got to do that one. Go over there. It took me a very long time to learn that you can use the mirror shield in first-person mode. Because, like, I always thought you had to, you know, aim it like this, where you have to just hold the analog stick in a certain direction and keep it there. But if you go into first-person mode, you don't have to move, or you don't have to keep the analog stick in a certain position. Yeah, it took me forever to learn that. And it's very, very helpful. Yeah, I know, right? Would have been very nice to know, like, 12 years ago. You also don't have to fully do this room. Now, you can't aim Medley's harp thing in first person, and that one's annoying. Oh, come on. We're so close. I think that's the same position I was just in. It's so twitchy. That works, I think. Oh wait, it's this one, isn't it? I wouldn't be surprised if you can skip this entire room. I also know that there's a lot of, there are a lot of boss key skips that also skip a lot of items. And I'm always afraid to use those in the randomizer because I don't want to accidentally just miss a valuable item. I also would like to get this item. Get the chest. Lost key, not bad. Ooh, light arrows. Okay. So that leaves a single Triforce shard, and that is the last thing we need. Red rupee, not useful at all. Do I have the compass yet? I don't. So there's one more room to check. As far as I know. Oh, there are two. Okay. I have to check the first floor as well then. Left here, okay. Oh yeah, I hate this room. I forgot about it. I always forget about this room. Oops. Probably because I choose to forget about this room. I hate dealing with these guys. That's one of them down. Yeah, way too late on that. Oh, please let me kill his legs. If I kill his legs, he can't move. Like there are two legless people? That wasn't too bad. Yeah, the skull hammer helps, but I just don't like how big the skull hammer is, because I tend to hit the wall by accident. Ooh, piece of heart. Not the worst thing in the world. I think I might do a save warp, because I need to know what that last room is. If the last room has the compass, then that means I have to fight the boss. If it doesn't have the compass, then I can just leave. But I can't remember what that room is. It's not the mini-boss room. I got the item in the mini-boss room just using the hook shot. The annoying thing is that light arrows are useful, but they don't help me with anything until I can already beat the game. So go. Oh, right. It's the room that requires the mirror shield and medley? Because I need to have medley hold a button down and use the mirror shield to get the actual item. Okay. Very fitting. What that means is I don't know what on earth to do. I'm gonna go ahead and beat the boss, which is tragic because that will leave medley down here. Although in the randomizer it technically doesn't, because if you walk into the dungeon, medley's right at the entrance. Because the boss might give me the compass. It might give me something else. I'm just not sure. Yeah, I would think the boss would drop the compass, but I'm not sure about that. It could be that I missed a chest somewhere, and I just don't know. That is also a possibility. If I missed a chest, it could also have the compass. The problem is that I don't know if I missed a chest. So if the boss doesn't give me the compass, then I missed something. I also really like fighting this boss when I have light arrows and the hurricane spin. Okay, dude. What you gonna give me? Is it a waste of time or a waste of time? It's a compass, okay. Yep, waste of time. So now I need to figure out what on earth I still have to do. Just make sure here. Yeah, I'm missing one Triforce shard. Cool. I'm just thinking through everything that I've done. Problem is, my memory ain't that good. Did I do Stone Watcher? I'll just say no to that. I know I did Bomb Island. I think I did Stone Watcher. Part of the problem is remembering what I've done, and part of the problem is knowing what I got distracted from doing. It's not this island. What is this one? Oh, it's a shark. No, I did not randomize the 300 hit. I didn't even know you could. Now I'm curious about that. Yeah, this looks beheaded already. Dang. Pretty sure I've gotten all the submarines. That was something I did a while ago. Hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Bomb Island, I already did bomb. I did Bird's Peak. Yeah, I used the grappling hook glitch on that. Six Eye is useless. Cyclops is useless. Great Fish. I think I got the Deku Leaf one on Great Fish. I'm not sure. Anything else Deku Leaf I'm not entirely sure about. I know I did the flight platform. Actually, I'm just gonna use the telescope. Actually, I don't even think I have to use the telescope. I can just peek in there. Yep, got that. I did Rockspire. I did all the fairies. I'm sure, I am positive that I did Mother Child. Magic Armor, I did. I think that was a piece of heart, which is funny. Oh, the fairy's done. Gale is done. Crescent Moon is... Well, Crescent Moon was a chest, but I got that one. Overlook is done. Flight Control's done. It's always something really stupid. It's always one tiny little thing that you completely forget about. Yeah, side quests on Windfall, that is a good question. I think I'll just buy out the auction just to make sure that the auction is done. It could be in the auction, and then it's just something that, you know, I saw early on. I'm like, oh, okay, I have to remember that. And just completely forget. Full Moon, pretty sure I did. Wait, I got mail? You get mail for Earth Temple? Oh, you get mail for having done the thing with the man on Dragon Roost. Still useless! How in the world? I don't need a chart. I need the real thing. I know as far as financial investments go, this is not a good one. But I just want to empty out the auction house. I feel like this is the last auction house thing. But again, I can't remember 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that's true, isn't it? I always forget what the value of silver rupee is. I could just pay straight up 200 rupees. At this point, I think I might. At this point, I might have to go over 200. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do more than 200. Oh well, I don't need these rupees for anything else. Yeah. Dang. I don't know how high you have to go to stun them. I just like to go overkill. It's 25 bad, but that's not too bad. Yay, there it is. It was at the stinking auction the whole time. Story of the randomizer. Yeah, it just completely neglected the auction. Yeah, unfortunately, you're not wrong. The auction did have better items than pretty much every dungeon. Tower of the Gods was the one exception. Tower of the Gods was kind of what I expect from most dungeons, except it was only Tower of the Gods that was helpful. Yeah, Wind Temple was definitely the worst. Wind Temple gave me nothing good, I'm pretty sure. Unless I'm forgetting something. I think it might have given me a bottle. But when you have more than one bottle, you don't need more. One bottle is all you need. 2 bottles are nice to have. The fabulous Triforce Shard 7. There we go. Yep, Triforce can be yours for just 200 rupees. I mean, if it was just regular gold, that amount would honestly be worth that amount of money. It would be a pretty good price. Yeah, Gauntlet should have just raided the auction. Now, the funny thing is, I'm already able to beat the game, so I can actually skip a fair amount. See, normally if you get the Triforce completed, you still have to go into the Master Sword Chamber, make sure that the item in there isn't anything. You have to do the Phantom Ganon Maze in Ganon's Castle, make sure that isn't anything. But the last thing I needed was a Triforce Shard. So, doesn't even matter. I seem to recall there's a funny little glitch here. I've never really known how to pull it off. I think it involves freezing a moblin and picking him up, but it's not doing anything, so... No? Maybe it's a P-hat. It's worth doing because it makes you run really fast. Oh, okay. Thanks for ruining the fun. Nope, I have no idea. I know I saw a really old YouTube video on it, back when YouTube was strictly not HD. Yeah, man, just completely ignore me. Don't even bother looking at me. Now I have boss rematches turned off, because it's just kind of repetitive. Which means we're skipping a lot of Ganon's Castle. Now, technically speaking, if I wanted to just end it, you know, we know this is beatable. We know we've beaten it. We've overcome the obstacle of attending the auction house twice. Try this formation. That doesn't work for me. Oops. Yeah, his castle is borderline inviting, honestly. Okay, goodbye, lantern. That thing just went flying away. Nope, only got one. Alright, Puppet Man, you gonna work with me or not? There are only two options. Either I find Puppet Ganon to be a complete and utter cakewalk, or it's the hardest thing in the game. There we go. Dang. Imagine if that hit, though. And then pretend that it did hit. Because then I seem like I'm better at the game than I really am. Oh, hello. Wait, I already knocked him down? You little big man. Oh, had to get 5 feet away from him in order to actually hit him. Get out of here, little jump scares. The funny thing is, I actually find this to be the hardest phase. Probably because they expect you to kind of take a while with it, and I don't want to take a while with it. It's more fun to be fast and good. The other two phases don't really have a benefit to taking your time. There is one really stupid thing I'm gonna try, and I'm absolutely certain it's a waste of time. But I thought of something with the little cutscene it showed of him opening his mouth, and now I'm curious if there's any benefit to throwing a bomb in his mouth. Probably not. I'm gonna assume not. It just feels like it's telegraphing something. And I'm gonna try one more time and try to actually time my bomb throws. I don't think that's anything. Nope, okay. Yeah, I'm aware I'm overthinking it, but it looks like it's telegraphing something. Because there are 2 enemies in this entire game. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, I am gonna make it. There are 2 enemies in this game that open their mouths. And they're the big statue guys and the head guy, the boss of Tower of the Gods. And both of the times when they do that, it's telling you to throw a bomb in their mouth. It would also be harder than just not doing that. Man, I'm not doing a good soup dupe here. There we go. Hello, snake. Oh, did I get him? I think it did. Holy cow. He swerved at the last second. Ah, dang it. Need more soup. Wait. Okay. No, I see why I'm getting confused. I'm forgetting my button layout. Nice. I'm pretty sure this rope is a different color. Oh, it's one of the strings! I just realized that, which is a really simple detail that I should have known. I thought it was just a different color rope because I have enemy randomized color palettes turned on. Which also changes some other color palettes. Oh, that's the wrong way. This part is always a little bit sketchy. Okay, final fight. Huh. Just a sec here. Yeah, let's do that. I have it set to have music turned off in the randomizer. And I might be wrong, but I think it's playing game music right now. That was fast. Holy cow. cool. Thanks, notifications. Just have to come at the worst times. Hello, Zelda. Please come up with ideas. Let's try grappling him. See what item he gives me. You know, Ganon pretty blatantly cheats during this fight. Like, he'll be mid-air, and as soon as he gets hit by a light arrow, he just jumps away. As if he's legally allowed to do that. Ow. Alright, Zelda. Want some ideas? Because I have none. Alright, Zelda. Yeah. Distract him? What a great idea. Hey. We beat the Zelda. Now we get to watch a dramatic cutscene that we did not earn. I don't know who these people are. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know who that guy in the red robe is. It's funny, his head kind of looks like the head on my boat. It's probably a coincidence. This was always a very bittersweet ending to me. It's like, ah, boat's dead. Time to go sail the ocean. With no one from the first game and the second one. Except Zelda. Or Tetra. Same thing. And then she gets kidnapped immediately. Yay! Do I want to save? No! Am I sure? Sure! Okay, and that is going to do it for the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Don't know when the next one's going to be. I never do. I'm always very bad at knowing when the next stream is going to be. At this point, I can kind of do like whatever in terms of the next thing I do. Probably not going to be another Wind Waker randomizer for a little bit, because I just did this one and I'm ready to do something else on stream. But it's been fun. It's been a fun randomizer. It's just been a really long one because there have been a lot of interruptions going on. Next stream will probably be next Tuesday. Either next Tuesday, maybe Monday morning, not sure. So I'm gonna say probably next Tuesday. Gonna use the weekend to get the audio equipment going. And yeah, I think that's going to do it. So thanks for hanging out. Yeah, we don't talk about Wind Temple. There's nothing to talk about with it. Which is actually, unfortunately, true. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, and hope to see you in the next one, whenever that is, probably next Tuesday. So, see ya then. Outros are hard. Yep.